Hey, I'm calling this one the climbing band pull apart because we're gonna do some pull aparts at increasing angles. So start with a light band. This one might be pretty tough. So I have this here. You can also use a loop band light and just kind of grab it around. But if you're using just a kind of length of band, I'm gonna just lace it between my fingers like that. So that way I can grip it with thumbs up. I'm gonna start kind of here, making sure my ears are out of my shoulders and that I'm not leaning back, maybe light brace of the core. And I'm gonna do 3 to 5 pull aparts here. What I wanna focus on is that I'm using the muscles on the back part of my shoulder blade and not the base of my neck. So that's the whole goal of this exercise, is to feel the muscles of the shoulder blades and the rotator cuff behind the arm, not the base of the neck. So if you're all good, 5 there. Then we're gonna bring the arms, I'll show from the side, just up a little bit. So that's maybe what, 4 to 6 inches up. And from here, I'm gonna pull out. Now my whole arms are moving, but they're all moving as a unit. So meaning I'm not just driving my elbows out. So everything's moving as a unit, and I'm getting a bit more of a shoulder squeeze back and together. And often if I've given this exercise, we've gone over some shoulder blade technique. I'm gonna show from behind. We wanna squeeze the shoulder blades together, not together and up. And so often it goes together and up, and that's what we wanna avoid. So if we got that, and you're not feeling the base of the neck, then we're gonna try to go a little higher. We're gonna do about 5 reps in each position. So I'm gonna come from here, and I'm gonna lift up, not quite at 90 degrees. And I'm gonna do the same thing, but it's gonna be a little harder to get those muscles and not the neck. And so you might have to really focus and intentionally figure out how to squeeze back here. And I say figure out because it's different for everybody, the cues that work, but we wanna feel like we can open the chest without shoulders coming up. Arm can come out as one unit, not rotating, and that we're feeling that in the mid back and shoulder blades, maybe behind the arm. Do about 5 there, and then I'm gonna go a bit higher, this band up about shoulder blade level, and I'm gonna pull apart until it about gently taps me there, and do 5. And now I really have to focus to not come up into my neck, or sometimes we don't even see that, we just see the neck muscles kind of isometrically engaging to try to give some stability in this position. And then we can even start to go a little higher as I'm coming through here. Sometimes counterintuitively, we find it's actually easier to not use the neck up here, because that actually starts to engage some different muscles, kind of maybe down a little more right there. But sure, go ahead and explore that. You can even go kind of arms here. Just the further we go up, not using the neck, but also not leaning back. If I see somebody start leaning back, I'll just put them against a wall. So that way it's a little harder to use their low back, and we can do the same exercise against a wall. So this can be a great warm up for the shoulder. Can also be a great, not just strengthening drill, but teaching tool of when do your neck muscles start to engage if you're having discomfort or tightness or kind of pain up there. Of course, don't continue if this is painful, but if you start coming up and you're like, ooh, I feel my neck there, just come down a little bit and see if you can kind of squeeze. And then you might even try to raise in this position. Can you go there, engaging the muscles and not have your neck, and then come out or come back in and try and find that position again. So this one is really a little more exploratory. I want you to play around with these different ranges, maybe 3 to 5 reps in each one, and in each set, maybe you kind of go up and down a couple of times. So often I'll prescribe this for 1 to 2 minutes. You're really gonna get some blood flow through these tissues, but also we're kind of exploring, hey, how do my shoulders work in these different ranges? So that kind of covers most of the exercise. Key things I just don't want to see, one is leaning with the low back. So you got a wall there if you feel like you're doing that. The other is shoulder blades coming back and up. And so I like to start shoulders down and then kind of keeping some good space between the shoulder and the ear. The last one is as we come up, sometimes people push their head forward. And so we want to keep the head just nice and relaxed. So this band's not too heavy, but man, I feel a little burn right there after just demoing that exercise through. So it can be a really good one as a warm-up or to break up the workday on a computer, but whatever it might be, should feel like some good work and not a lot of discomfort or pain as you go through it.